All right, so you know how everyone's talking about AI changing, like, everything?
Yeah, it's everywhere you look these days.
But what if you could actually, build and sell AI apps yourself
Right now, I mean.
right now, like today?
Yeah.
And what if you didn't have to, like, learn how to code or anything?
That'd be pretty wild, wouldn't it?
Totally. So we've been looking into this thing called AI Apps Empire, and it's making some pretty crazy claims about, letting anyone tap into this massive AI market.
Which is already worth, what, like $100 billion?
Yeah, huge, right? So the big idea here is that you don't need to be a tech whiz to create and sell these AI-powered apps.
It's really interesting how it's playing into that whole democratization of tech thing.
For sure. And it's not just about individual apps either. They're talking about building like a whole SaaS empire.
Yeah.
Recurring revenue, the whole nine yards.
The sauce model has definitely been a game changer, so applying that to AI apps makes a lot of sense.
Exactly. And the thing that really caught my eye was this claim that their AI can like build a complete ready-to-sell app in 60 seconds.
60 seconds. Come on, that's got to be some marketing hype.
Right, no, right? It sounds too good to be true, but hey, we're here to dig into it and see what's what.
Yeah, let's get down to the nitty-gritty.
Okay, so first things first, they're saying this AI apps empire isn't just a platform, it's an AI itself.
An AI that builds other AIs.
Exactly. You feed it your app idea, and it supposedly handles all the building, the branding, everything in like a minute.
I'm skeptical, but color me intrigued.
Right, like how is that even possible? But then on top of that, they claim it comes loaded with over 200 ready-made AI apps and 5 like fully operational SaaS businesses.
Wow, so you could potentially hit the ground running with multiple income streams right out of the gate.
That's the idea. And they say you don't need any tech skills, any prior experience, and you don't even have to pay monthly fees to use the platform.
Okay, now that part definitely sounds like a classic marketing hook.
I know, I know. But they're also throwing in a free commercial license and 204/7 VIP support, all for a one-time payment of just $16.97.
That's a pretty steep discount from the regular price of $97 a month.
Yeah, almost too good to be true,
Yeah.
right. But look, even if we take everything they say with a grain of salt, the potential here is kind of mind-blowing.
It is, you gotta admit. If even half of what they're saying is true, this could be a game changer.
Absolutely. All right, so let's break down how this whole empire building process supposedly works.
Okay, lay it on me.
Step one, according to their materials, is you log in and you immediately have access to over 250 pre-built AI apps.
That's a pretty extensive library right off the bat. Are they covering a decent range of niches?
Yeah, it looks like it. Social media, SEO, e-commerce, even stuff for local businesses, you name it, they seem to have something for it.
Okay, so step 2 is where the customization comes in, right?
Right. They say you can brand these apps with your own logo, your colors, make them look totally unique, all without any coding.
So essentially, you're putting your own spin on their pre-built tech. Makes it
Yeah.
feel more like your own product, yeah.
Exactly. And then, boom, step three, launch and profit.
And just like that, you've got your own AI sauce business up and running.
That's what they claim. And from there, you can sell these apps to, businesses, agencies, anyone who needs them.
And they're suggesting price points of, what, $497 to over $2,000 per app?
Yep. Or you could set up subscription models and build that recurring revenue stream.
Ambitious, but I guess that's the whole point of an empire.
Right. And they're really leaning into this idea that we're in the middle of an AI gold rush.
Which, let's be honest, we kind of are. It feels like every business is scrambling to integrate AI into their operations.
Totally. And that's where they're positioning this platform as your ticket to cash in on that demand without needing to be a tech expert.
I see where they're going with that. The barrier to entry being so low is definitely a big selling point.
Oh, and they even throw in some success stories to get you pumped up.
Always got to have those testimonials.
Yeah, of course. So they talk about this guy, Dawson Botsford, who supposedly built $1 million app in 5 hours all by himself after leaving his 9 to 5.
Wow, that's a pretty compelling story if it's true.
Right. And then there's David Bressler, who also supposedly built $1 million AI app after quitting his job. They mention a Notion microsauce generating $37,000 per month. And get this, a guy named Brett Malinowski, who had no coding experience, supposedly built a $50,000 per month AI sauce without writing a single line of code.
Hold on, no coding at all. That's hard to believe.
I know, right? And they even talk about this other guy, Fernando Pisano, who built two AI apps and is now making $15,000 a month.
Look, I'm always cautious about these kinds of success stories. It's easy to cherry pick the best examples and leave out all the folks who didn't hit it big.
Yeah, that's fair. But even if we take those stories with a hefty grain of salt, the underlying point is that there's clearly a market for these AI apps and people are willing to pay for them.
No doubt about that. And if this platform can really deliver on its promises, it could be a huge opportunity for anyone looking to get into the AI game.
Right. Now, the big question is, what makes this AI apps empire so special? Why choose this over, all the other options out there?
Good question. What's their unique selling proposition, so to speak?
Well, they're calling it the ultimate no-code AI game changer. They're basically saying they've made it super easy and fast to create any kind of AI app you can imagine.
Okay, so speed and ease of use are their big differentiators.
Exactly. And they're pushing this vision of building a whole AI SaaS empire. Like you're not just making one-off apps, you're creating a sustainable business with recurring revenue.
Which is, of course, the dream for a lot of entrepreneurs. Passive income, scalability, all that good stuff.
Right. And they're emphasizing the diversity of apps you can create. They're saying you can target any niche, from marketing to e-commerce to local businesses.
So plenty of options to choose from, no matter what your interests are.
Yeah, exactly. And they have these pre-built templates, so you don't have to start from scratch. Plus, you can supposedly embed these apps anywhere online, which is a pretty big deal.
Yeah, that opens up a lot of possibilities for marketing and integration.
For sure. And they're really laying out this clear choice, the winning side versus the losing side.
Oh, yeah. That's a classic sales tactic. Paint a picture of success versus failure to nudge people in a certain direction.
I know, right? But it's actually pretty effective.
Yeah.
So on the winning side, they're saying you can launch these white-labeled AI apps fast. You can sell them for a good chunk of change. You can start with these proven templates. You can integrate them easily. And you can even go global with multilingual options.
Sounds enticing. And on the losing side, what are they saying?
Well, on the losing side, they're saying you're going to waste time and money on developers. You're going to miss out on this huge AI demand. You're going to be stuck building everything from scratch. You might even lose clients to competitors who are using better AI tools. And you'll basically just stay small and struggle to build trust.
It's all about creating that fear of missing out, isn't it?
Exactly. But okay, here's where it gets even crazier. To sweeten the deal, they're offering a bunch of fast action bonuses that are supposedly worth $5,999.
$5,999 worth of bonuses. Lay it on me. What do they include?
Okay, so we're talking about live training on creating these interactive AI agents, strategies for scaling to $10,000 per month, how to sell those agents and run an agency, methods for automating your business with AI, a guide to launching a 247 customer support agency, secrets for running a lead generation business, and, get this, a guide to creating virtual influencers.
Wow, they're really throwing everything but the kitchen sink at this offer.
Right, and there's more. They also have a step-by-step process for selling with interactive product demos, techniques for generating high-quality leads, strategies for using custom videos, and a blueprint for building a profitable multilingual marketing agency.
Well, they're certainly not skimping on the extras.
No kidding. And to top it all off, they offer a 30-day money-back guarantee.
The classic risk reversal tactic. Always a good sign, at least from a consumer perspective.
Right. It shows they're confident in what they're offering.
So, to sum it all up, you're telling me that for less than 20 bucks, I could potentially have access to all the tools and training I need to build a thriving AI SaaS business.
That's what they're saying. You can create and launch apps in minutes without any technical skills, build realistic AI agents that can speak multiple languages and work 24/7, embed those agents anywhere online, boost engagement and sales, provide round-the-clock customer support, even launch your own AI agency.
It does sound like they're aiming to cover all the bases.
Yeah, and there's no monthly fees, no hidden costs. You get free hosting, a commercial license, the works.
Okay, let's say I'm interested. What are my next steps?
Well, they're really pushing this limited time offer, saying the price could go up at any moment. So they want you to jump on it now.
Makes sense. Create a sense of urgency.
Yep. And they do have an optional business upgrade, which gives you even more features like better servers, more AI prompts, reseller strategies, all kinds of stuff.
So the upsell is always there, as expected.
Of course. But hey, they've also anticipated a lot of questions people might have, and they've addressed them all up front.
Like what?
Well, for starters, the platform is all web-based, so there's no software to download.
That's always a plus.
Right. And they say if it doesn't work out for you, you can get a refund, no questions asked.
As long as you can prove you actually tried it, I assume.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And they say it's all compliant with guidelines and stuff, but they do recommend you double check the terms of any third-party integrations you might use.
Always a good idea. What about that lifetime access they keep mentioning? What does that actually mean?
They say it translates to about 5 years of active support, which, let's be honest, is pretty standard in this industry.
True enough. What about usage limits?
The basic plan comes with 10,000 credits, and you can buy more if you need to.
All right, makes sense.
And they say there are no monthly fees, at least not during this launch phase.
Smart move. Get people in the door with that low initial cost.
Exactly. Plus, they say they offer detailed training and support, the platform works on any device, your data is secure, and you can create AI agents for pretty much any purpose.
Okay, so they're really trying to cover all their bases. What about the AI agents themselves? How sophisticated are they?
Well, they claim the agents are powered by natural language processing and generative AI, so they're supposedly pretty advanced. You can train them using PDFs, website URLs, even your own knowledge. They can speak multiple languages, like 5 in the basic plan and over 50 in the pro version.
5 languages is a good starting point. And what about voice options? Can you
Sure.
customize the voices?
Yeah, they say they have a bunch of different voices, and you can even clone your own voice if you want.
Voice cloning. That's pretty cool, actually. So you could theoretically have an AI agent that sounds exactly like you.
Exactly, although they do mention there are some limits on how much you can upload, like 5 documents with a max of 500,000 characters each. But you can update your agent's knowledge base as you go.
All right, so it's not completely unlimited, but that's to be expected.
Yeah, and the basic plan only supports 5 languages for the visual avatar of the agent. But overall, it sounds like a pretty comprehensive package.
It does. So what are your final thoughts on this whole AI apps empire thing?
Honestly, it's a lot to take in. I mean, they're making some bold claims, and we definitely need to see it in action to really judge how well it works. But the potential here is undeniable. If even half of what they're saying is true, this could be a real game changer.
I agree. It'll be interesting to see how this technology develops and what kind of impact it has on the market.
Yeah, for sure. And it all comes down to this. Are you going to seize the moment, or are you going to sit on the sidelines and watch everyone else jump on this AI wave?
Well, that's the question for our listeners, isn't it?
Mhm.
Do you believe the hype? Are you willing to take the risk?
Right. And that's what we're all about here, exploring these new ideas, these new opportunities, and helping you make informed decisions.
Absolutely. It's an exciting time to be in the tech world, that's for sure.
So to all our listeners out there, keep an eye on this AI space because things are changing fast. And who knows, maybe one of you will be the next Dawson Botsford or Brett Malinowski.
Or maybe you'll find your own unique path to success in this rapidly evolving world.
Exactly. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive, and we'll catch you next time.
Until then, stay curious and keep exploring.